Hey everybody, Lucas Welsh here, and I'm doing you a quick little review on the latest guitar through the shop here. So this is a Taylor 114 sapele back and sides, sitka spruce top with a little bit of elusive bear claw happening through a little bit. So a nice piece of wood there. The 114 is laminated back and sides. They call it layered on the website, but that means laminated, right? Well, what they've done is they've got quite a bit of an arch on the back, and you can see that in the back. Now, there's no bracing on the back. Your typical guitar has lateral braces across the back, and this one doesn't have that. What this one does have, if you've ever looked through the sound hole of your guitar, and I don't know if I can even, I can't show it to you through this. I'd have to be set up differently. Anyway, the kerfing, okay, or the linings. This guitar has linings as opposed to kerfing. Kerfing would mean that there were vertical cuts in pieces. So the linings or the kerfing, that happens between the back and the sides and the top and the sides. There's a strip there that follows the curve of the guitar, and that helps give a place for the glue to join the top to the side. Otherwise, it would be two very thin pieces of wood where you're joining, and there would be no support there, no structure. So they build in a little kind of an angle piece there. My finger diagram is great, isn't it? They build in a little bit of a piece there with usually whatever wood. Usually the same type of wood as, mahogany is really good, or basswood. There's a few different woods that they use for that. But anyway, this one doesn't have curved lining. So they would cut little relief cuts into it so that it would shape nicer to the wood. This one doesn't have that. It has solid wood linings. They look to me to be maple potentially. It's kind of tough to say, but they kind of remind me of maple. And they're solid. They have no relief cuts. Now this, I'm imagining, was done to help give a little bit more support and rigidity to the back so that they could go without any bracing on it. Whatever the case, it works. It sounds great. These guitars came out in about 2013. They're not in production anymore, I don't believe. Not this particular model. They've changed it now, and I believe it's a walnut back and sides instead of the sapele. But I could be wrong about that. I'm no Taylor aficionado. This one has got some older Elixir strings on it, and true to Elixir, they are a long life guitar string. Very nice tone. These guitars, these Taylor guitars, I like them for like a finger style. I like them for a finger style because they're a little bit brighter naturally. I find Taylor guitars overall to be a little bit on the shingy side, which is not something that I'm a great big fan of. But if I was gonna go out and try and find a dedicated finger style guitar, I'd probably be taking a good close look at some Taylor guitars. It makes them punchy, makes them cut through nice. It does great things, and they're a great sounding guitar. I'm not taking nothing away on them. They're just a little bit bright for my taste. They've come up with some innovative ideas like this, no back bracing on it, and they've got a pretty decent neck system that they use. It's kind of a bolt-on neck. And you can get if the neck starts doing weird things, or you need a neck a neck adjustment or whatever like that. There's shims that you can get to do everything that they sell. So I mean, they've got a pretty decent system as far as that goes. Pretty easy to work with. This particular guitar has a little bit of twist happening in the neck, side to side twist, right in between the 5th and the 9th frets here. And I mean, it is significant enough that it makes a difference. If a person was doing fret work on it, this one doesn't need any fret work right now. It's fine. It was just in for a seasonal truss rod adjustment, really. Yeah, it has a little bit of a twist in the neck. Not enough that you would try and fix it. It's not that bad, but it's enough that if you were doing fret work on this guitar, you would have to keep that in mind so that you were not making mistakes. Ask me how I know. Anyway, Taylor 114, great little guitar. I believe these come at a great price. I'm not even sure, but this is not the super high end Taylors. This is just a nice all around guitar. Not much more I can say about it. Anyway, cheers. Thanks for watching.